The next step was just to start removing all of the under trays, and some of which had active aero on, which was hydraulically controlled.
Got it.
We had to disconnect some of the lines, and then start undoing the millions of bolts which hold this under tray to the bottom of the car. And the more we undid, the more we seen how much TLC this car really needed. As the car lift blocked a lot of the under tray, we had to lower it to the floor to do the last final bolts, and then lift it back up, leaving the under trays on the floor. And now we can pull them out. And here it is, active aero on a 2006 car. And underneath all the trays, everything's looking a little rusted.
These are the solenoids that we were worried about, whether I was thinking that they were going to be leaking.
But no leaks, which makes this a harder job for me.
It's completely dry, isn't it? This is really confusing now because there's no obvious signs where it's... Oh, come on, let me find something, please.
With nothing being obvious there, I lowered the car down just to try one other thing with the gearbox.
So I took this out, and here's the cable. When I turn that, you should be able to rotate all the wheels forward.
Because this cable should put the car into neutral.
That should be in neutral now.
Can you spin the wheels?
Yes. We're in neutral.
Which is good news because it means that the gearbox isn't mechanically seized and both the wheels spin.
Yes, sir.
So it's not mechanically stuck in, nothing's wedged. I'm going to start it now.
But still, no gears.
It's so weird.
We know the shifter works because we've seen that on the auto. It sends the signal.
We know the shifter works.
This is something we tested earlier, just to make sure the shifter was sending a signal.
Neutral, reverse. So the shifter is communicating with the car.
And then we now know that it will manually shift from neutral to park. But what's not happening is when you send the signal, it's not engaging the gear.
So the hunt for why the car doesn't go into gear continues. But another thing on my mind is the misfire as well. And it seems to be a lot worse from cold start. And one thing that I haven't heard power up are the secondary air pumps. Now when you first start up your car, the catalytic converters are cold, so they don't work as efficiently. So what the secondary air pump does is pump air into the exhaust system, which then helps heat up the catalytic converter quickly, so then the air coming out of the exhaust is more cleaner. Now earlier I noticed that I didn't hear these secondary air pumps power up when I put the ignition on in the car. And I did have a look on the auto to see if I could get them to power up separately.
Secondary air injection pump relay.
But when I clicked activate, it said it was running, but nothing was turning on. But I didn't think this was much of a problem, as I couldn't see a reason why this would cause a misfire. But that was until I called Ricky from RE Performance about it.
Hi. I think it's something, well, I originally thought it was something to do with vacuum or something along those lines, but I didn't know whether you had any ideas of going, oh yeah, I know, on these Volkswagens, cold start, what?
No, not cold start so much. I mean, yeah, you might have a vac leak, or if your secondary air's leaking, that'll cause it.
What, those little air pumps?
Yeah.
So if they leak, that can cause like a misfire from cold start?
Yeah.